Welcome to my almost daily streams. I'm mayohosko. Thank you so much for watching. I'm building sets from my backlog from the Lego Group who are worth billions and billions of dollars. And I literally just woke up, so just let me get to the build table because we're going to do something that I haven't done in a while. We're going to do a rant while I'm building some of this. So we're going to wait for enough people to come into the chat before we do the rant. But we're still building the set. And I need to get my desk chair because I was doing some sorting yesterday. And I'm still sorting Lego in the background. And I built something after I was done sorting yesterday. I built this mock. It's a carrot farm. And so if you're in my Discord server, then you would have seen pictures about this. And if I see someone in chat, I'm going to talk about it in greater detail. And I think it's raining outside. It's been a while since we had rain. Yeah, so I'm going to wait for that someone before I talk about this any further. Wow, now it's coming down heavy. So I don't know. What did I do? Oh yeah, this is the instructions we need. And as I say, always make sure to use the sticker sheet as a bookmark in the instructions. And so we are going to build bag 6 of the Lego Friends apartments and shops. Let me get bag 6 out from the box. There's bag 6. And so for everyone watching, don't forget to leave a like on the stream to tell YouTube that you like to watch my streams. So who do we have in chat? We had Tommy beforehand, and there's Alexandria and Candy. Good to see you guys here. Let's open bag 6. There's the build where we last left off. Yeah, so we'll wait till we have a decent amount of people in chat before I unload and get things off my chest. But in the meantime, we will continue building this set. So what do you guys want to talk about today? What do you guys want to talk about today? First thing we need to do is put together a mini doll. Hey Dina! Okay, so we were talking about how I built a mock earlier and I was waiting for someone. Well, there you are! I built a carrot farm, Dina, because you said that your favorite foliage piece is the carrot top. So you inspired me to build a carrot farm. Now I just need to find a clown minifigure to operate this carrot farm. Yeah, so I built this for you. And if you want to see the full pictures, then people can go to my Discord and I'll post pictures about that on Instagram within the next month or so. Maybe when I get a clown, maybe when I can find a clown minifigure. Yeah. So until we get more people in the chat, we will continue to build this. Also, something I noticed about this mini doll is that it has the word "PAL" at the back. See if I can get a close-up. That's kind of neat. What do we need? Okay, we need a snot brick and a 2x3 tile. Hey 24, good to see you here. Let's get some more people in chat so we can rant about some things. In the meantime, we're still building this set. And Tommy, are you still here? Let us know if you're still here, Tommy. I think this build is for the washing machines, maybe? I don't know. Tomorrow's your last build, so what is your last build? Okay, now we got to put a red axle through here. Some not worm gears, some beveled gears. Actually, that's not right. I pushed this in too far. What can I do here? This is bad. I gotta find something very, very thin to try and push this back. Yeah, I made a mistake. Yeah, and there's not going to be a question of the day because I've got rants. I've got rants to get into. But until we get more people, we're continuing to build this set. Okay, I think we got that axle back in enough. Now we're going to put another beveled gear inside. Yeah, I'm glad that I have a few places to set up whenever I want to go and stream. I'm not tied to one location. I have a few makeshift locations to do streams. Exactly. That's why I have a few makeshift locations because I already moved twice years ago. The next time I plan on moving is moving out. I don't think Tomming is here. See, I don't know why people come into the chat before a stream starts and then don't watch the stream. Who does that? Because now, if I don't see Tomming sometime throughout this stream, I'm going to ask him, hey, what happened? Because it's easy to get distracted while watching streams. It is. Oh yeah, we need a yellow Technic sleeve to go on the crank. And now we need some inverted tiles on the bottom. Who's okay? Oops! I dropped it. I don't like it when you try to grab something and it spills out of your hands. But I'll tell you what, there's many more things I don't like than that. Okay. And oh yeah, wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. Okay, yeah, so now we've got to place another beveled gear on top of here. And that one goes flat down to interlock with the bevels. So you can see what we're building here. Some of this stuff spins around. And now we've got to put another gear on the other side. Ugh. Let's get this in here. Come on, snap on there. Now, I don't know how you connect this. That's weird. I guess it's just supposed to sit in place. Hopefully something holds that together. Yeah, there's a Technic plate that holds that together. So that gets enclosed, and then you get these two axles coming out of the gearbox, which spins. So what do we want to talk about? Did anything happen over the weekend? Because I was on the 48-hour charity stream. Some of you guys watched my Saturday night stream, which was part of that. And trying to find something. Should be another 2x2 round tile that has a hole in it. It's camouflaging or hiding. Where is it? Where is it? That's weird. I can't find it. This is a pain. Where is it? I can't find it. Oh, it was underneath a helmet. Okay, now we've got to put some medium blue pieces on top. I think this is for the front of the washing machines. Is there seriously nothing that anyone in chat wants to talk about? Surely there has to be something you guys want to talk about. You're getting more snow? I heard someone said that they're getting another snowstorm. But your snow is melting. Are you exhausted from moving and packing up stuff? So it snowed where you're at again. So where you're at? Because I know people in some of the southern states who got less than half a foot of snow and they were complaining like it was the worst thing ever. And then people on the northern border laugh and deal with multiple feet of snow. Okay, now we've got to put some printed pieces. Ah, I like that. That's nice. Are you in the northeast, the southeast, or the mid Atlantic? Because depending on how far south you are, the less likely you are to get snow, and the more likely you're to get a hurricane or something. I like this. So if I spin this crank, oopsie, that just came out. Let me put the crank back in. You can see all of this spinning. That's nice spinning action. I like that, but the crank keeps coming out. Ugh, let me put this crank back in. God damn it! Go back in! There we go. Hey Tommy, you were here at the start of the stream. What kept you waiting to come here? Because we're still building this, and we're waiting for at least one more person before we get into the rants. We are about halfway through building bag 6. And these are some washing machines, and there's gaps from bag 5 where we can put them in. There we go. And now hopefully get into the brick building now. Yeah, we got that crank on. All right, now we're going to put some plates in here. Ugh. Come on, stick in there. Oh yeah, here's the other plate. There we go. Now we've got to put these bricks on. Why did this just pop out? No idea. And I don't know why, but this feels crooked. Yeah. For whatever reason, the water splat that we put on the previous stream was getting in the way. Oh yeah, that's something. Is anyone else buying the Model T Ford set? I'm not. I have respect for the car, but I'm not. Now we've got to put some stickers on. You guys who have been watching my streams know I'm way more interested in the new Michael Schumacher set. Yeah, I saw that in my recommendations as well. Did you find Jabba's sail barge on sale? Oh, is there a gift with purchase available that you really like? Because a GWP would have to be pretty damn special for me to want to pay full price for a set as expensive as that. If Lego is allowing that, then why should any... Yeah. Oh, well then I don't... Well, sorry. Which brand? Because no other brand can legally sell Star Wars sets. Lego has an exclusive license deal with Lucasfilm for that. And exclusive licenses mean that no other company can make stuff for that license in the brick form. Well, you know who gives a shit? Most of the world's governments. And the only reason you say that is because because you choose not to buy Lego. But you're right. Lego's prices means that people choose not to buy them anymore. Some people. Exactly. The prices have gone up, and Lego chooses not to make sets based on certain licenses. Because they like to stand on morality, which is why they would have never wanted to touch the Halo license. which is why your Mega Blocks and Mega Brands, whoever they ended up being, has the license for Halo sets. Yeah, but which brand is it by, Tommy? Exactly. If you've got that much money to buy expensive wine, not only do you have more money than you know what to do with, but you're also an alcoholic. I've been sober my whole life, and you're never going to see me drink alcohol. I've seen what alcohol does to people. Hey, Johnny. Good to see you here. So I'd like to know what brand you're buying from, Tommy. And the only reason that piqued my interest is because you said it's a Star Wars set. Because there's a reason why certain people in the Western world can only buy certain products on AliExpress or Alibaba or Temu, which are all Chinese websites, because legally they cannot sell copyrighted merchandise on other international platforms, because China does not give a shit about intellectual property, which hurts the rest of the world. People should be allowed to protect their intellectual property. But China is a communist country, so they say no. And I bet other communist countries don't have intellectual property laws either, which is why people who make copyrighted merchandise from those countries probably can't sell them on international markets either. Yeah, is it a Go Bricks? Is it a Chow Brick? Is it Mold King? What's some of the other brands? Is it Enlighten? Trying to think of some of the other brands. I know that at Pantasy and Lumi Bricks, they would not dare make a Star Wars set. So Chow Brick. I'm gonna quickly see if I can find some pictures of that, because I want to see what you're talking about. Chow Bricks Star Wars. Let me see what comes up in the search bar. What comes up in the search bar? I see some AliExpress listings for stuff. I see Chalbrick's website listing for stuff. I'm gonna go see. I'm actually gonna go to the Chalbrick's website and search on their website Star Wars and see what comes up. see if I can find that sail barge you're talking about. Because they have a lot of these. Holy shit. Including that Go Bricks Moss Eisley's Cantina everyone's been reviewing. Is it on the last page? No, I couldn't see anything on the Chowbricks website for a sail barge. Well, if Lego knew who Chowbricks was, I think they'd want to sue them now. I think Lego would have grounds to sue Chowbricks and put them out of business or force their business model to change like they did to Leppen, who became a Mold King. I think if Lego wanted to, they could sue them and they'd win in court. Anyway, so let me finish building this, and then we'll get into some of the things I want to rant about. Because for those who don't know, there's technically a lot of things that Lego could sue a lot of people for. Because technically, it's illegal to use a Lego minifigure as your sig fig in your profile or picture on social media because of the legal protections they have about their minifigs, but they choose not to sue people. However, they did choose to sue Leppen. They did choose to sue H2 Brick or whatever their name was. They did choose to sue Tycho 35 years ago because they used the word Lego in their advertising. It's just like if Coke or Pepsi used each other in their advertising, that would infringe on trademarks, and they could sue each other in the court of law and reignite the Cola Wars if they wanted to. It's funny how sometimes in their advertising they use a nondescript, a blue can or red can, when everyone knows who they're referring to. It'd be like if there's copyrighted phrases from Star Wars or Star Trek. If Paramount started scripting Star Trek shows with Star Wars quotes, or if Disney started scripting Star Wars shows with Star Trek quotes, Paramount and Disney would start to sue each other in court. There's the link for what? I think this is a green mailbox or something. Hang on. Yeah, that goes up there. And yeah, now we're building the other side of the stairs. Lego holds patents on sets for so long, and then the patents wear out, the other people have access to them because Lego doesn't rebuy the patents to hold it. Yeah, they used to have a patent on numbered bags. So in the 2000s, Mega Block sets were so hard to build because they couldn't use numbered bags, and so then Lego let that patent expire. But I'm not talking about the patents. I'm talking about a copyright or a trademark, because different companies let patents expire all the time. Hell, Lego let the patent for the brick expire. And that's why we got the Mega Blocks, who became a Mega Brands, who became Mattel, a brick shop, and some of these other companies that have been around for a while, and some of these companies who are just recently new into the market. It's more likely that someone will let a patent expire than relinquish the copyright or trademark on something, because for a patent you have to keep renewing that, which costs money. However, you can choose to sell out and sell something that you copyrighted or trademarked. And some people who want to get out of the business, sometimes they do that. The only person that holds any real patents on Star Wars is George Lucas. It's the only one that holds patents. Yeah. That's why people were complaining that Disney can't do certain things, because George Lucas still owns the name, image, and likeness, the stuff in his franchise. And that's why some people theorize that Disney can't use certain characters in their Star Wars films, because they don't have the name, image, and likeness rights to them. But again, that's a patent. That's not a copyright or a trademark. Because, hey, Lego created their plastic bricks because Kitty Craft wanted to get out of the business of selling plastic bricks. And they not only sold the patent to Lego, but they also sold the infrastructure for the molding machines for the injection molds of the bricks, because the family who operated Kitty Craft, they wanted to wipe their hands clean. They wanted to sail away into the sunset, and they wanted to liquidate their asset. But for all of the sheep-minded people out there, and people want to say that Lego stole it from Kitty Craft. No, there's more nuance than that. Because when you're 60 years old and you want to retire and you have a family business, but your family doesn't want to be part of the business anymore, of course you're going to want to wipe your hands clean. And hey, who's to know that your idea, once you sell it, will make someone tens of billions of dollars one day? the family that ran Kittycraft wasn't to know. And so that's what happened, and that's why I'm here and building this set right now. So Lego learned from the mistakes of Kittycraft. And uses the lore in the power of the hands more wisely. Okay, built the stairs, and I think now we're building another mailbox. I'm gonna check for something really quickly. Hope the move goes well. Oh, I got a lot of notifications. Gotta put another sticker on here. So these are addresses for 46 and 48 on this street. Actually, I'm also gonna check something else. Okay. We can get back to here. Well, I got 14 notifications. I'll have to check all of that after this stream. Oopsie, did we build this too far? Yeah, we built this one stud too far in front. Let me move this backwards. There's supposed to be a 1x4 brick. But it's not here. It's not here. Where's it gone? Wait, oh no, sorry, I was looking at the wrong step. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong step. Now we got to build some garage doors. So I think they have these garage doors because it's supposed to simulate those doors that shops have when they want to make it clear to the public that the business is closed, and so they don't even have the door on the street front. They put the garage doors in front of the main door. They do that a lot in malls, not as much on an open street. Oh, there's what are these? Oh, yeah, these are some of the roller skate. Yes, yeah, it's for security reasons. I guess that's why some people have them on a street front is for security. But I don't know if you're inside of a mall. I guess crime is a factor. You're not wrong there. Hey, Click Bricks, good to see you here. We just finished building a bag 6. So we'll build the next bag on tomorrow's stream. And so very quickly, well, we didn't get enough people to get into everything I want to rant about. But I will close out with something that is on my mind that I'm actually quite angry about. We'll do more rant streams throughout the rest of the week. I'm gonna have to come up with a new title. But some people were requesting that I let it all out because I was getting quite angry about some things while I was building sets, just things that came to my mind, and people wanted me to do some dedicated rant streams. So maybe I'll call the rest of my streams for this week building Lego sets and ranting or something. I'll have to think about it. Anyway, because I got something. Let me go to my list. Yeah, I remember what I wanted to talk about. Okay, so you guys who watched my live stream on Saturday night, you know that I was a part of the 48-hour charity stream. We raised over $1,600 for the Fairy Bricks group, and the event organizers who put it together did a really good job. But they are friends with some streamers on Instagram, and this is the second year they've done it. And I think the transition between Instagram and YouTube works slightly better, because I think some of the Instagram streamers, at least that I know, were more accommodating, going back and forth between YouTube, but there were still some problems. Like, what's going on? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, and it's all well and good to include as many people as you can, and there are some people who get really angry about stuff if they're not included. But it's like, you have to think about the user experience, because a lot of people are hesitant to want to switch between social media platforms, especially when you're doing a raid train. And some of the Instagram streamers did a very good job at letting people know, yes, I am an Instagram streamer, not a YouTube streamer. And they properly communicated with the event organizers and probably gave the links to their stuff. But there are some people, and specifically someone who I won't name their names, that was like, okay, let's just confuse everyone on YouTube. Let's create a YouTube channel. Let's write a community post saying I'm part of this, but not tell everyone that I don't go live on YouTube. I'm an Instagram streamer. So just have a vague message and totally mislead everyone. Because I was watching someone who was streaming before someone on Instagram was due to go live, and we were all going like, what the fuck is going on? And then we realized, oh, they're not going live on YouTube. They didn't tell us that. And that's so confusing. I think that is extremely disrespectful to event organizers. How are you going to participate in something as sweet and philanthropic as a charity stream in an attempt to raise money to help some children in need in hospice? And then you're not going to properly communicate stuff? Isn't that just a slap in the face to not only the event organizers, but people who are trying to watch you and support you while you're supporting everyone else's charitable efforts? Wouldn't you want to properly communicate that stuff? And I was like, okay, if this person doesn't want to properly communicate properly communicate this information, then I don't need to watch them. You have to understand there's a difference in culture between different social media platforms. And there are some people who aren't going to want to switch platforms on a dime. They're not going to do that. That's just the way people are. They're not going to do that. And so you have to properly communicate that information. And if you don't, you'll end up confusing so many of us who are either watching the event or are contributing to the event. And it's like some people just need to get their you-know-whats together and realize it's a team effort. It's a community effort. And we raised a lot of money for some children in need. And it's like some people just have to work on their PR, and some people need to communicate with their audience better. Anyway, thanks for watching this live stream. It is appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I will see you guys live at the same time tomorrow, where we will be building bag 6. So I'll see you on my live stream tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.